G'day folks. Well, I want to talk about why are turbos so good? Why is it? Why do I get this feeling of just passion and I don't know, 5 years on guys, since turboing this car, I'm still coming to terms with it on so many different levels. It really has transformed my life, guys. It's been unbelievable, the journey since turboing this, and I can't understand it, guys, why more people don't do it. I really don't. I'm not talking about front or rear mount turbos, it's just turbos in general, especially on a V8. Yes, they are becoming very popular in the drag racing scene, but as far as circuit racing, club days, they're not. I know there's restrictions on engine specs when it comes to certain classes, but for what I do, guys, which is general club day racing, there's no real restriction on what you want to do. On that side of it, I just don't get it. Why people don't turbo a V8 and get incredible power, torque, reliability, longevity, and enjoy the benefits of what a turbo can produce. It's an amazing thing, it really is. If I had to, guys, run around down there similar to what I'm doing now, I'd have to build a fairly serious motor. I couldn't run an automatic transmission, well, especially not a 3-speed with a tiny little converter in it. It'd have to be, you'd really want big compression, fairly aggressive cam, huge lift, huge duration, really good valve train, some really serious heads, manifold, and you'd have to end up revving the date out of it. You know, we'd have to see 7,500, 8,000 revs. So we're talking about a very expensive motor. We've got a budget motor here, guys. This is nothing crazy going on here. We've got the cast crank. We're running a 2-bolt main cap. Cast pistons. We've got cast rods. You know, they're later model rods, the VN ones. We've got a nice set of heads, but they're nothing crazy. This is what I'm saying, guys. The turbo is what makes this car. Is what makes the power, and it makes everything reliable. It's an incredible feeling, guys. It really is. You know, 5 years in, and I'm still not used to it. I really, I don't think I'll ever come to terms with the fact that the torque level of this engine, well, the combination that it produces. You know, guys, I'm only running on the lowest on wastegate spring, 7 pound, for goodness, you know, that's ridiculous. And I've run my quickest time to date, last time I was down at the track. It's just ridiculous, it is, the turbo. I think it's an unfair advantage when you think about it. The cost setting up the turbo, yes, there is a cost involved there, but as far as engine development goes, we're talking very basic modifications, guys. So we keep the price down as far as the engine goes, as long as we've got the good fuel system to manage the fuel delivery, a good ignition system, we can have really good success. We can extend our service life for our motor because we're not having to rev it that hard. I've got my revs capped at 6.3. it's, you know, we're getting power starting to come on just over 3,000 revs. So we've got nearly 3,000 revs of you know, really good usable power. So we're not having to rev it, and that's the key. We're just capitalising on the torque. It's got an incredible acceleration. It's an amazing thing. It's taken me a long time to really learn how to drive and take advantage of the turbo, to get it to react a little bit earlier by short shifting the engine straight into top gear, loading it up, getting it to pass more air through the engine and bring on the boost. Yeah, it's an amazing thing, guys. It really is. If I was NA, I'd end up having to go back to a manual transmission. I'd have to really seriously get into pulling a lot more weight out of it, because I couldn't produce the torque unless I went to something over 400 cubic inch, 430 cubic inch. And then we're getting into expensive components. I still want to stay true to the Australian Holden V8. I've got no desire to go into any other style of motor, so that's why this turbo is so good. And I just want to share that with you guys. That's how I think. And to have basically no big failures, yes, blown a few little gaskets here and there, my own fault, but as far as engine reliability goes, it's been incredible. It really has. I can't believe it, guys. You know, 5 years on and still having very good success and learning as I go and improving on it. It's been an amazing journey. It's what really keeps me passionate with this car, guys. Knowing the potential that I have still left with the boost. It's an amazing thing, it really is. All right, guys, I just thought I'd share that. I had it in my mind today. I sort of wanted to talk about how I think, and that's how I see things with this car. It's quite incredible. I've got my front covers on, guys. I've got them. Doesn't it look good? I'm going to mock fit all the bonnet up in the next day or two. I've got the rear pins, you could probably see there. I want to finish him off. I've got a club day on next Sunday week. So we're getting a prep for that. I'm going to get back on the ground, and I'll do a little video on there, and I'll show you the final product of it, just before ready to race. All right, guys. Well, I'll pop one up soon. I hope you enjoyed that vid, by the way, because I enjoy doing these vids, guys. I really do. I've just been a bit busy lately with work and all the other things, and we'll get there, and we'll keep chipping away with it all. All right, guys. I'll catch you later.